I'm glad that my commentary on Michelle Obama's speech at Tuskegee U has been so well received. Let's hope that it also rung a bell with folks on the left and woke them up from the Matrix. It happens. Like I said, if a knucklehead like me can get it, anybody can get it. So there's hope for anybody.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
Fortunately, I get way more kind feedback than I do hateful feedback. And I have to set the record straight for white conservatives who think that I can say stuff that they supposedly can't say. Wrong. The left of all shades hate me more than they hate you. What are they gonna call you? A racist? Yeah, that sucks. It really does. Well, they've got a pretty colorful list of stuff they call people like me. So say what you gotta say. Just be courteous and creative about it. I don't believe in political correctness. I can dig political courtesy, though. Sure, I'm salty, but I'm not malicious. I so appreciate the kind feedback, though, and hope we can all find it encouraging that the left hasn't fully divided us. I wanted to examine a couple of articles of hate mail with y'all, though. Here's one from Terry. I just listened to some of the shh you have to say. You are ridiculous. Don't let them white folks use you like that, because at the end of the day, they go home and laugh at you because you are such a good house N-word. It's bad enough that you talk that way, but to go in front of all these white folks and do that shh, you need your ass whipped. I hate N-words like you with all my heart. And just because you're educated doesn't mean you're not an N-word. You just an educated N-word. And like I said, the white folks are laughing at your dumb ass. I'm an educated N-word? Dude, I'm a high school dropout. You don't know what you're talking about. Here's a bit from a very long email I got from an anonymous coward who says, I have not included my name or email address in this as I do not wish to have you try to use me as a bit for your petty, unprincipled promulgation of satire at the expense of those who wish to inspire others. Continue gleefully in your pushing of the slave master's creed. He is waiting for you to whip another slave. Signed, a black man who is tired of other black men bringing us back to slavery. I guess he missed that part about Democrats actually being the ones who fought to keep the slave market in the first place. Jennifer Johnson Sturgis says, I am one that keep it in my kid's head that white do not have no respect for you. She claims to have a degree, mind you. She goes on to say, I never swept racism under the rug with my kids and never will. It's there and will always be. She closes by saying, and as for you, what can I say? I'm gonna tell you, I call people like you house N-words. Yes, I said it. They've been around for years too. God bless you. That's a conflicted statement, but whatever. She doesn't get that she's the one feeding racism while admitting that she's feeding racism. This is an example of people being addicted to hatred and will feed on hatred indefinitely. This is a picture of what hell is like. To be immersed among people who prefer to boil and drag you under in hate for as long as they and you exist. I got these people saying I didn't listen to the whole speech. First up, you're not even listening to what I'm saying, you hypocrite. And your knee-jerk response is hateful and bigoted before even heeding what I said. Secondly, while you're implying that the rest of Michelle Obama's speech was so amazing, you're admitting that it should have been able to stand on its own without the race baiting. But no, she had to drag race baiting into it also. So for you, no good flowery speech is gonna satisfy your appetite without a garnish of red meat race baiting. Now let's further break down what's said here. I personally have never been attacked by a Republican with bigoted epithets, but I get attacked by left-minded people with epithets all the time. Yet somehow Republicans are the bigots. What's worse is that these people just think it's white people and don't understand that the racism that they're still so angry about was instituted by Democrats. When white people wanted their bigotry represented in office, they voted for Democrats. Now the Democrats use race baiting to sucker you into a voter stock, and you fall for it. I gotta remind you again, the Democrat LBJ said I'll have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. I get these haters telling me I would whip another slave while calling me an Uncle Tom. That's stupid because Uncle Tom was killed because he refused to whip another slave. Genius. While calling me every epithet they can think of, they accuse me of hating my own race and say I would whip another slave. Meanwhile, these haters can't even get me to say the N-word. If I don't even use a word against you, I doubt I would use a whip against you. You like to whip those hateful words around though. Sounds like someone's projecting. I don't have a criminal record that shows I've committed violent crime against another black person. I've never sold dangerous substances to another black person. I've never sold another black woman for prostitution, let alone give her a whipping, and then brag about how my pimp hand is strong so I can be praised as a real N-word. I've never made money glorifying bloodshed of another black person in gang violence, etc. Yet the people who have done this are good, authentic black people and who have proven that they do harm to other blacks, yet somehow I'm the one implicated as the one who would beat another slave. Yeah, I hate you. That's why I'm warning you to protect you. I hate you. That's why I'm pleading with you to wake up to the fact that the Democrats are killing you off with abortion. You're not getting that the Democrats still have shackles on you. Brain chains. They control you with the opiate of race baiting and got that spike deep in your veins. They control your mind, your vote, and your population. Think that sounds crazy? Pharaoh did it in Egypt with the Hebrews. He would have the Hebrew children killed to keep the Hebrews at a manageable population, to effectively keep them as slaves. The Democrats control the black population to keep them as a manageable voter stock and use them as race bait for sympathy votes. I'm trying to warn you. These haters swear up and down that these white people, and I guess by white they mean Republicans, are laughing at me in secret. But I guess it doesn't bother them that white liberals are laughing at you in the other room while you're killing off your baby in the abortion clinic. You think Republicans call me the N-word and laugh at me behind closed doors, while you provide proof that the ones attacking me with hate and epithets is you. And maybe they are laughing at me behind closed doors, but it's not like they'd have to do it in secret. There's far more of them than there are of me. They're the ones with a whole bunch of guns and money. Why would they have to be afraid of me to where they'd have to laugh at me in secret? And it's proven that blacks are safer around Republicans than they are around you. Blacks have the highest violent crime rate against themselves in cities run by Democrats. Plus, you hate my guts. So if Republicans did attack me, it's not like you'd help me. So they have nothing to fear if they wanted to laugh in my face and call me all the hateful things that you do. I'm Alfonso Rachel with ZoNation, and despite what the left-wing media tries to play up, there's more American blacks that just want to apply their God-given talents to be of good service and neighbors and dig wanting to contribute to making the American experience the best it could be for everybody. And I know a lot of you want that message to reach more people in the culture so it can be more prevalent in America. If this is you, then I hope you'll start demanding the supply of connecting such messaging. The liberals have used music, movies, TV, radio, etc. to influence the culture, and conservatives have a greater message, but use a wagon pulled by a goat to deliver it. It took a long time to get into this mess. It's gonna take a long time to get out. It's gonna take even longer with that goat. So let's start demanding the supply of the tools that connect with the culture. Music is one of the most powerful ones. Rock the vote, remember? Work for Democrats. So I hope you'll support my band and contribute to our tour. Conservatives don't have representation in the culture, and that's why it's so easy for liberals to misrepresent you. You like to whip those hateful words around though.